Hey everybody, Phil Crute here, Comedy, Cigars, and Music, and today's cigar for review is the Southern Draw Firethorn. I won't do that again. Off the foot and wrapper, I'm getting some milk chocolate, baker's spice, and sweetness. Whew. Okay, right off the bat with this cigar. When I took a puff initially, when I was just lighting it, very, very nice, sweet toffee. Oh my gosh. So right off the bat here, this first draw, and that smoke, that aroma off the smoke, very nice sweetness, almost like a caramel toffee in there. Wow. Okay, there's tons of smoke. So right off the bat, man, that sorry, that aroma off the cigar is really good. I'm gonna hold that down. That's like right in my face. Okay, so right off the bat, very nice caramel toffee sweetness there, some earth, a little bit of spice coming in on the finish, and that finish was kind of an earth and that caramel toffee sweetness on the finish. That's really good. That spice is just real nice and even there. It's definitely like a chili pepper spice though. Retrohale, oh, that's nice. Retrohale, some earth, butter, and just a little bit of that toffee sweetness there too. I think I'm gonna be doing a lot of head shaking, especially when a cigar has a lot of good flavors that I like or enjoy. I shake my head like an idiot. And as I've had with all Southern Draw cigars, smoke just, couldn't think of the word. Smoke is just pouring out of this thing. That butter is coming in more now. So I'm still in the first third. I was just humping in. I was about ready to say humping in. I was gonna say hopping in, and then I thought jumping, and I said humping. So that's good, cool. All right, anyway. So as you guys know that watch my reviews regularly or on a consistent basis, which is the same as regularly, so I'm glad that I used a different word for that to say the same thing. I put a little bit of humor and comedy into my reviews, especially the later ones. And you know why I do that? It's just because that's my personality. So I'm kind of over trying to figure out how I should do cigar reviews or, how I should say things. I'm just gonna say them how I want. Some of you guys watching this might be like thinking I'm the most unfunny person in the world. That's cool, that's no problem. But you know what? My mom always thought I was funny. So that's all that matters at the end of the day. There's a couple people that have been commenting a little bit more often in my reviews. One of those guys is Aaron Hanseman, and I'm sorry Aaron if I said your name wrong. I'll just say Aaron H. And I posed a question to Aaron. I said, hey, you know what, give me a topic to talk about and I'll riff on it. I'll just talk about it. So he gave me the topic of archery, and I would invite any of you that want to just give me a topic to riff on and show you how much of an idiot I am to just put that in the comments. Hey, in an upcoming video, talk about this, and I'll talk about it. The only thing I ask is that we keep it clean, okay? So, archery. I know nothing about archery. Actually, I take that back. I do know a little bit about archery. I know Hawkeye from the Avengers is really good, and I really like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. If you haven't seen that movie, it's actually a really good movie, starring Kevin Costner, Morgan Freeman, Professor Snape, and a lady with curly hair. I think they might be credited like that, I'm not positive. But I told Aaron that I had a character in mind, and this character is actually a real life character. I don't know a lot about archery, so I'm going to tell you a little story. Okay? If you want to fast forward until I'm taking the next puff, which might not be the second third, it could just be sometime in this. See, gotcha. So when I was a kid, I had this group of friends. Well, this one buddy's dad owned a bow shop. Okay, now. The funny thing about this guy didn't just have to do with this bow shop though. This guy was definitely a different type of dad, and it was entertaining. You might not think what I'm going to tell you is funny, but that's my sense of humor. I think it's funny. One of the first times I ever met him, and I didn't even meet him actually, me, the buddy whose house we were at, which is where this guy's dad was obviously, and then another buddy were upstairs in my buddy's room doing some homework. Well, his dad comes home, and my buddy right away, I can tell, is kind of stressed, and he's like, I'll go down and talk to my dad, you guys just stay here. So we're upstairs doing our homework. And we hear our buddy from downstairs. Some of those flavors have kind of died back. Now it's just kind of butter and earth right now, but I think stuff will come back here. That spice in the finish is still there. So our buddy goes downstairs. Me and my other friend are upstairs, and we just hear our buddy say, no, Dad, we're just doing homework. And you can kind of hear his dad saying something, but you can tell he's just not happy, because I know that he said he just got home from work. He doesn't want people at his house, this and that. Yeah, that makes sense. So the next, the next line I hear from my buddy's dad is, okay. And he kind of talked like that. That might not be perfect, but that's how I heard it in my head.
Okay. How about I kill you, and then we'll see if you understand.
My first reaction was, oh my God, not over homework. My second reaction was, that doesn't even make sense. Because if you kill him, I got more. Another time, we're gonna play a prank on my friend, so we're saran wrapping his car. He was gone. So we're doing it, and his parents show up. Tons of smoke, man. And anyway, the dad sees us, obviously. Well, we run up to the van because we're like, okay, he saw us, he's not gonna be happy. Hey, it's just, we're his friends.
Yeah, I know who you are. If you hadn't come up here, I was gonna shoot you.
He was going to shoot us. And there's something in my mind that thought he really might have shot us. Sorry, just heard something. Thought somebody pulled in. I'm supposed to be getting more cigars today. So, third story. So, they had a boat. They all go out, and it's like 50, 60 degrees or something. I mean, it is cold, so the water's even colder. And he takes the boat out. They have inner tubes or whatever.
And he's like, all right, who's getting in the water?
Well, the kids are like, Dad, it's like freezing. We're not getting in the water.
No. Who's getting in the water? Somebody's getting in the water.
And none of them want to get in, including my friend and I think another buddy that was there. So the dad's response is,
all right, we're selling the boat. That's fine. Nobody wants to get in the water. We're selling the boat. We'll just sell the boat.
He realizes that they're calling him on his bluff.
No, we're not selling the boat. You're getting in.
He just grabs one of the brothers and throws the brothers in this freezing water. The brother's in there crying, has an inner tube with him.
Sound the boat.
All right, last story. We're upstairs, and we hear my buddy's younger brother, I think it was either his youngest or second to youngest. He goes up to Dad, and we don't know what happened. We knew the little brother was hurt, but he's like, Dad, my arm, it's like really hurting.
Life goes on, you get away.
So, Aaron, that was my attempt at archery. I know there wasn't a lot of archery in there, but I did mention Robin Hood, and I mentioned Hawkeye. That's what you get. When you tell me to talk about a topic, I will give you all that I have in it, and then I'll probably go wander off into something else, which is what I just did. A little bit of toastiness in there. Very good. All right, cool. I dig that. All right, so I'm still in the first third. I'm almost finishing out the first third, actually, about to get into the second third. I haven't measured it, but it looks about right. Burn line's still awesome, by the way. Just wanted to jump in for a couple flavors here, like a sesame seed cracker. That's been really good. And then there's also been this like toasted toffee bread type flavor. So that's been really good. And it's like a very distinguishable like toasted bread toffee flavor together. Also, while I got you here, I've got a little rant about Instagram. Now I'm not going to be like a jerk here, but the guys on Instagram or women, whatever, I didn't mean it that way, like only the guys or only the women, whatever. Who cares? Anyway, they will follow you, and then as soon as you follow them back, like a day or two later, they unfollow you. That's a dillweed. I don't expect everybody to follow everybody. When you're just trying to like boost your numbers up on social media so it looks like you're this really important person, you're just being a dillweed. I just don't play that game. All right, cool. We are into the second third here. Flavors have kind of stayed the same. We have had an addition of that, like that sesame seed cracker I was telling you. That was right at the beginning of that pull there. Then it kind of mellowed out into some of the other stuff, that toffee sweetness, a little bit of earth in there now. Black pepper spice is kind of showing up here in the second third on the pull, just the flavors there. Retrohale, that sweetness has kind of died off on the retrohale, so I'm just getting earth. Leather is on the finish now. That spice that I had before is pretty much gone. I can just feel it kind of at the back of the top of the roof of my mouth. There's a little bit of sweetness in there on the finish. That leather, as that leather kind of fades away, that sweetness kind of comes in a little bit. Cool. Burn line and ash are still really good. Orlando, he comments on my videos from time to time, and he asked me about doing a ranking system. So I'm thinking about that because I'm trying to think how I want to do that. But I just want a ranking system that's consistent, and it all comes down to your personal preference and your palate, of course. But the ranking system I'm always a little bit apprehensive about. What I like to do in my reviews is tell you guys the flavors I got. If those are flavors you think you would like, then maybe you should get the cigar. If those are flavors that you don't think you would like, maybe the cigar is not for you. If I do a ranking system, it's going to be something really simple like 5 or 10 point ranking system. And I'm trying to decide on how I want to weigh stuff because I don't want the burn to get as weighed as highly as the flavors, obviously. To me, when it comes to smoking a cigar, it's about the flavors and the construction as far as the draw goes. I don't like going blue trying to take a pull off a cigar. Sesame seed, super strong on that pull again. And if you watch one of my other reviews where I was talking about a sesame seed, somebody referring to a sesame seed and they're on a French Villa, I don't have any of that, just sesame seed. So no French Villa for me. Some of you guys give me ideas or make suggestions. Other of you guys just kind of chat back and forth with me. I like it all. I also like ribbing people. So if I say something that you're like, oh, I think he's making fun of me, I was, but in a friendly manner. So, and I totally expect you to comment back making fun of me. So as long as everybody's respectful and cool, I assume it's all in good fun and jokes. Now, if you're making a comment and you didn't mean it was in good fun and jokes, I'm probably still gonna take it that way anyway. So, and if you say something in the comments that's blatantly just nasty or disrespectful or insulting, I will comment back, but I'm not going to argue with you. Oh, one guy commented in one of my earlier videos accusing me of never smoking a cigar before. Oh, cool. Well, what did you think of the cigar? He had never smoked that cigar before. Not a great review to criticize somebody on when you've never actually even smoked that cigar. I figure there's enough negativity out there in the world. I'm not interested in helping that spread. By the way, all the people that watch my reviews, watch my videos, the subscribers, I appreciate it all. The people that subscribe, to me that means that you guys are digging what I'm doing, and I appreciate that. For the people that just come here and view and don't subscribe, hey man, I appreciate you stopping by. No problem at all. This is just a nice, consistent cigar. Man, there's a sweetness that's like just staying in there on the finish right behind my teeth, and that's like a sugary, caramely sweetness. Really good. Really good. Really enjoy that. Alrighty, we are finishing out the cigar. Flavor-wise, this final third was all about cinnamon, sugar, some black pepper spice, and a little bit of earth in there. And butter came in every so often too. Butter did come in every so often again. Retrohale, man, I hate to do this, but there is, it's like a green type of cooking spice. It's good though. I really can't pinpoint it. Finish is that leather has kind of transitioned out to a roasted coffee. And there's some sweetness. That sugary sweetness I was talking about that I can kind of taste on my teeth, that was there through the whole time, even on the pull. Sorry to go back, but on the pull, all the way from the second third to the end of this final third, every time I'm taking a pull in, this nice sugary sweetness develops under my tongue. It's just really enjoyable on those pulls. Really like that. The burn has stayed pretty much razor sharp. I mean, there's a little bit of a wave, but the burn's good. That is that. Smoke time for this cigar is going to come out to 1 hour and 40 minutes. As always, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate all the questions and comments, so please keep leaving them below. If you enjoyed this review, have enjoyed other reviews, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, be cool to each other, and I will see you soon.